Mountains are part of the earth that is identical with its towering and large shape. With its large shape, the mountain usually has a height of more than 1,000 above sea level. But what happens if there is a mountain whose height is only as high as an ordinary tree? Or just no taller than a wheat tree? Where can we see it? Watch this video till the end. Mount Weishproof, Australia. When you think of Australia in the context of mountains, the first thing that comes to your mind will most probably be the iconic turtle-shaped Uluru. Nonetheless, the country is also home to the world's smallest officially registered mountain, Mount Weishproof. Tucked away in a remote corner of Victoria State, the mountain towers to merely 43 meters, 148 meters above sea level, therefore making it the least likely contender on this list to raise any eyebrows. Mount Weishproof sits adjacent to a small township by the same name, both of which deriving from the Aboriginal term for grassy hill, a reference to the granite outcrop that overlooks the town. Interestingly, the mountain is geologically renowned not only for being the sole elevated area in an otherwise flat region, but also for its insanely rare mineral, Weishproofite, featuring light pink hue and translucency. Weishproof is traversed by several trails, offering expansive views and unsurprisingly, don't entail any intense physical effort. Besides its unusual record and craggy terrain, you might also be lucky enough to come across the Australian wildlife while there, most notably kangaroos and emus. Mount Tenpo, Japan. The land of the rising sun is one of the most mountainous countries in the world, peppered with more than 18,000 mountains across the archipelago. With its highest peak, Mount Fuji, being a global natural icon, Japan is hardly known for its mountains, which lie on the other end of the spectrum. Perching along the banks of Osaka's Aji River, Mount Tenpo is a man-made mound, initially created in the 19th century as a byproduct of the nearby river's dredging, designated as a countermeasure against flooding as well as a mean to increase its capacity to allow the passing of large vessels. The mountain's original elevation was 20 meters, however, its height was reduced to merely 4.5 meters as part of it was bulldozed for military use, while later, the depletion of groundwater caused it to sink even more. Despite practically being a small piece of elevated area, the shorter than Giraffe Mountain is officially recognized by Japan's Geospatial Information Authority as a mountain. Moreover, two dedicated fans established Mount Tenpo Mountaineering Club, organizing events and providing climbing certificates for climbers. Hilariously, the mountain is part of Tenposan Park, a verdant public space covered with several artificially made hills, all of which are significantly taller than the supposed mountain, whose peak is marked by a square-shaped pavement with a diagonally placed stone in its middle, accounting for actual summit. Mount Hirayama, Japan. As it seems, Japan has two perpetual rivals for the unusual title of the country's shortest mountain, swapping the leading position between each other several times. During the first half of the 1990s, it was Hirayama which proudly held the title, until 1996, when the aforementioned Mount Tenpo stole Hirayama's fame and became officially the shortest mountain in Japan. Ironically, it was the 2011 Tohoku earthquake and tsunami which halved Hirayama's height to 3 meters only, awarding it once again with the prestigious title. Nestled in Sendai's industrial coastline, along the Pacific Ocean, the mini-mountain was originally created as an elevated mound to assess the weather conditions before venturing out to the ocean. If you wish to visit the title-holding mountain, bear in mind that it's pretty tricky to find as public transportation doesn't reach the area, which is poorly marked, making car or taxi the only viable option. Having said that, once you're done with the real effort, finding Hirayama, you are guaranteed an easy and smooth climb to the 3-meter-high peak, blessed with magnificent ocean vistas.
Jinshan, China.
Home to the Himalayas, the world's highest mountain range, including the Everest, the tallest mountain in the world, China is apparently also home to the world's shortest mountain, at least by some standards. Well hidden in the most uninspiring location for such a title holder, a secluded field near the city of Shouguang, Jinshan Mountain rises to a staggering 60 centimeters, almost 15,000 smaller than the Everest and 1 meter shorter than the human average height, and as such, climbable by solely one step. Before you refer to this supposedly insignificant 0.6 meter tall rock as a joke, its classification as a mountain has been challenged in the past multiple times, yet, when local authorities dug deep around in order to determine its exact height, they couldn't find its base, implying that the rock which protrudes above ground is only the tip of a far larger iceberg. Nowadays, due to its protected status, it's strictly forbidden to dig around it, as well as constructing any kind of building in its proximity.